They go to heavyweight. Anthony Cassar could make it 6th straight here to wrap up the dual meet season. Cassar, a 5th-year junior out of Rocky Hill, New Jersey, and Montgomery High School, ranked 3rd in the country in both the Intermountain Coaches Panel. He's number 1 in the RPI with a record of 20-1, 9-0 in Big Ten duels. Also 9-1 against ranked opponents this season. And Sam Schuyler, who gets a caution right off of the opening whistle here, and on the restart, both wrestlers start circling to their left. Schuyler filling in for 15th-ranked Jake Gunning today for Buffalo. Schuyler weighing in at 212.4 pounds. Anthony Cassar weighing in at 229.6 in the 285-pound limit for the weight class here. Schuyler, a redshirt freshman out of Kings Park, New York, and Kings Park High School. 8-8 on the season. He's 4-0 in dual meets for Buffalo. Went 19-12 in open tournaments a year ago while redshirting. Finished 3rd at the New York State tournament his senior season. We get a stalemate off an exchange here in the center of the mat. 2:19 remaining in the first period as Cassar now pulls in on the head of Schuyler, drops in on the right knee, picks up on that right leg, and comes behind Schuyler to secure the initial takedown of this heavyweight bout. Penn State, again, leads this dual meet 43-3. Penn State will complete a 4th consecutive undefeated season in dual meet competition and run the dual win streak to 59 straight. Cassar riding out on the left side. Was introduced as a senior today, but again, I've not received official word, but I don't see how there could be any legitimate argument against Cassar getting at least 1 more year of eligibility. Penn State will petition for 2 more years of eligibility for Cassar. Cassar working now out on the right side with 1:15 left to wrestle. Here in the opening period, Cassar now goes over a minute in riding time advantage, and he continues to work now out on the left side, and now Schuyler's to his feet. Cassar pushes him away for the escape, and it's a 2-1 lead for Penn State's Anthony Cassar as they tie back up here in the center of the mat. Again, Cassar with about a 17-pound weight advantage at weigh-ins, which occurred at 1 o'clock here this afternoon at Rec Hall, 229.6. Cassar's been right around that 230, within a pound or 2 all season long, one way or the other. Headgear problems here for Cassar, and he's going to take it off and hand it off to Jake Varner. Varner working on it here as Sam Schuyler, the backup heavyweight for Buffalo, goes over and gets some words of advice from Austin Marsden, who was a very good heavyweight in his collegiate career for Oklahoma State, 2-time All-American. Nate Chapman, the lead official, and John Nath also in a conversation amongst themselves here on the near side of the mat. Headgear problems continuing here for Cassar with 52.2 seconds left in the opening period. Again, Penn State leading the dual meet 43-3. They finally do get the headgear snapped back in place here, and we'll resume action with 52.2 seconds left in the first period in the neutral position. Cassar leading 2-1, and the Penn State 5th-year junior has 1:05 in riding time advantage. Cassar off the whistle, scrambles in low on the legs and gets the takedown. Anthony Cassar now leads at 4-1. Cassar out on the left side here. Now switches over to the right as Schuyler tried to stand. Cassar brings him back to his right knee. Cassar working out on the right side here, chopping at that right arm here. I think Cassar's headgear may have come undone again here. It did. And referee Nate Chapman sees it, and Jake Varner trying to get another one ready to go here, and they're having trouble with a couple of headgears here for Cassar. Varner take a moment here. He was trying to get it stretched out while the other one was in. or coming off, I should say, out on the mat. And now Cassar will get this one buckled up with 20 seconds left here in the opening period. Cassar leading 4-1, 1:32 in riding time advantage. Cassar will add to that as Schuyler tries to stand and do a little shoulder roll, and Cassar stays right with him. Cassar now chopping at that right arm, and he grabs the right arm, brings it behind the back of Schuyler. 7 seconds to work with here. Cassar is in deep here with the armbar. I think he's going to run out of time. Boy, if he had about 10 more seconds, he would have had Schuyler in all kinds of trouble. But the first period ends with Cassar leading 4-1, 1:52 in riding time advantage. Maybe 3 more seconds is really what Cassar needed there. He did run it right as time was expiring and had Schuyler on his back, but literally it was as that final second ticked off, ending the first period. Schuyler chooses bottom to begin the second. Cassar leading 4-1, and Cassar now goes over 2 minutes of riding time advantage. Schuyler to his feet. Cassar locks in around the midsection and now trips Schuyler back to the mat here on the right side. And Cassar will come out to the left here with his hips. Now back over to the right. Cassar continuing to work here on the right side. Penn State leading the dual meet 43-3. The Nittany Lions will close out the season with a perfect 14-0 record. 4 consecutive undefeated seasons here for the Nittany Lions. Up and out for the escape is Schuyler. And Cassar's lead is now 4-2 with 1:12 remaining in the second period. Cassar with 2 minutes, 33 seconds of riding time advantage. Cassar trying to lower his level. Schuyler blocks him off. Cassar now tapping at the forehead, reaching in with the collar tie, pulling in here on the head, drops in on the left leg, drives through to a double and gets the takedown in the center of the mat. Cassar's lead is now 6-2. That headgear sliding down a little bit over the forehead of Cassar, and it's bothering him a little bit, but he's working through it. 45 seconds left in the period as Cassar works out on the right side here. Tight waist now in on the left side. Cassar trying to chop at that right wrist now and grabs that wrist of Schuyler. Schuyler gets the wrist free. Schuyler now is bellied out. Over 3 minutes of riding time advantage for Cassar. And Cassar now will push Schuyler away for the escape to make it 6-3. 18 seconds left as Cassar hits a head inside single, grabs the right ankle here, right calf more accurately of Schuyler. Now pulling up on that leg and slipping in behind Schuyler for the takedown is Cassar. And the lead with 4 seconds remaining in the period is 8-3. Cassar will ride out those final few seconds and we'll go to the third. Anthony Cassar leads at 8-3. He has 3 minutes, 13 seconds in riding time advantage. Cassar will choose bottom to begin the third period. Cassar is set, and setting up on the left elbow is Schuyler. And Schuyler hikes Cassar up, brings him back to the mat. Cassar, as they come back to their feet, works for hand control, peels out for the escape, and Anthony Cassar now leads at 9-3 with still 3:02 in riding time advantage posted for Cassar, so that point is a short. It's really a 10-3 lead here for Anthony Cassar of Penn State. Cassar drops in on a beautiful blast double and gets the takedown here on the upper right edge of the mat. And off the edge they go with 1:27 left to wrestle here in the third period. Cassar now leading 12-3. That's with the riding time point factored in. That point is a short. 12-3, the lead for Cassar. Penn State has racked up 31 takedowns, which is all the more remarkable considering they've had 4 first-period pins and a forfeit victory. Still, the Nittany Lions have racked up 31 takedowns this afternoon while yielding just 1 to Buffalo. Working out on the right side here is Cassar. And Schuyler gets to his feet with 1 minute remaining in the period. Schuyler is out for the escape. Third period action here. Cassar drops in on another beautiful double and gets the takedown. Anthony Cassar extends his lead to 14-4. Again, that's with the riding time point factored into the scoring. That point is long ago assured. 3:45 in riding time advantage for Cassar, who leads at 13-4 on the board. And we have 35 seconds left here in the third period. So 14-4 the lead here for Cassar. He may try to get a cradle locked up here. He's looking for the near side cradle. Can't quite get it hooked. Cassar now pushing down on the back, and he pushes Schuyler off the near side of the mat with 21.8 seconds left in the third period. Nope, the point was not awarded there for Schuyler, so back to the center with still a 14-4 lead for Cassar, who will now try to clamp down on the head and throw Schuyler toward his back. Schuyler fights that off. Get two near fall points there for Cassar. It's 15-5 on the board, really 16-5 for Cassar. Cassar trying again to get a quick combination together here. Anthony Cassar will win it by major decision, 16-5, as he finishes with 4:24 in riding time advantage. And the Nittany Lions win the season finale here today over Buffalo, 47-3.